Hi all, Loz D Punch Out TV. How you all doing out there on this Saturday afternoon? Hope you're all well. Quickly, I've not done any videos for a while, but there's not really a lot going on in boxing, especially the heavyweight division at this moment in time. It's a bit dead, a bit stale. And then I come across this video. I've just been watching Addy the Rimmer from DAZN. He did a video yesterday saying that Derek Chisora versus Joe Parker 3 has been given the green light and given the go-ahead. So we can expect this fight might be on the Moses and Tuma undercard. I'm not too sure yet, as it's not been officially named, but it's been given the green light. So quickly just get into this video. When I seen this, I couldn't stop laughing. I was just laughing my head off because this is what Bricktop gives you. This is what Bricktop gives you. You beat Deontay Wilder, Zilly Zhang, Martin Piccoli. The bums ducks him. And this is what Joe Parker ends up with. A man who's stinking the place out with his L's. Derek, I stink the place out. Chisora. The man who just doesn't go away. 13 L's on his record. Joe Parker flogged this guy 4 years ago. And I made a video after the second fight that I didn't ever want to see Derek Chisora again in a ring. And that was 4 years ago. He flogged him twice back in 2021. The first fight was quite close, to be fair, but the second fight was a shambles. Derek got flogged, and I mean he got flogged. So, for me, this is like Dad's Army. It's a comedy show. An old arse man who'd been flogged 4 years ago is going to get flogged again. Now, Addy was saying, oh, well, it's not the fight we want to see, but it's a keep busy fight. I understand that, but why should... I understand it keeping your tools sharp, but fight somebody else. Why Derek Chisora? Now, a few weeks ago, Spencer, the Pob, Bacon ears, Spencer Oliver, he was saying on TalkSport, this would be a good fight because Derek's got a number one shot. He's ranked number one now by the IBF because of his win over Otto the Negative Weiling, the Swedish rug, the man who just comes to lie down. Well, what does that really matter? Because Joe Parker's got the interim belt, so he's next in line for the WBO. But me personally, I can't see Bricktop, Fish Eyes, giving Joseph Parker any title shot soon. I just can't see it. And especially if the Bums wins against Dusek, I just can't see it. So, this is the guy who remember, said 8 years before after the second fight that Derek Chisora was finished. He was done. And then he ends up putting him in the ring 8 years later with Tyson Fury for a third time. I'm sure it was 8 years or 6 years. For the third time. And at the time he said, and I quote, these were Fish Eyes' words. He said, Derek Chisora was the only credible opponent at the time. That's why Tyson Fury had to fight him a third time. And we all know what happened the first two times. He got flogged off Fury. He got flogged twice off Joe Parker. And he's going to get flogged again. This is why I'm sort of like going away from... I don't know if I'm going away from boxing, but I've slowed my content down because the heavyweight... It just stinks to me. It just stinks. There's nothing happening at all. Yeah, we've got Undisputed next month. But what farce are they going to come out with after that? You know, is Anthony Joshua going to pop up out of the woodwork and fight the winner of Usyk and Dubois or Tyson Fury? I wouldn't put it past them. The likes of Joe Parker getting frozen out. I was reading some on Facebook today what someone had put on about Joe Parker being frozen out and Ajit Kabayel. I bang on about it all the time, but this is why I bang on about it, because of bullshit fights like this being made. Derek Chisora, the man who said it was his last dance, then ends up pulling out cards saying he wants to carry on fighting. Do you know what I mean? The man can hardly string a sentence together, let alone flipping box now. He's finished. Derek's finished. He was finished years ago. I mean, you don't have to agree with you. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm just putting it out there how I see it. But this, for me, is a bullshit fight. It's bullshit. And Bricktop should know better. Pulling out the old guard, Dad's Army. We're going to watch Joe Parker flog him again for the third time. What credibility does that do for Joe? I don't know. You lot tell me. But for me personally, I don't even think I'd end up watching it, because I just think it's a joke. I think it's a joke of a fight. Joe Parker needs to leave Bricktop. He needs to leave him. Maybe go with Eddie Hearn. He'd probably get a better chance of getting a title shot. Because in my eyes, Bricktop's... You only have to look at his past history, what he does. He does all shit like this. Pulls out these old fighters and throws them in the way of other fighters to try and block them. You know, look what he did with Derek Chisora that time. Throwing him in and then throwing Ngannou in and just crap like that. The heavyweight division is stale for me. It's stale. It stinks. There's just, like I say, there's absolutely nothing going on. There's nothing going... Not for me anyway, there's nothing going on. And then I come across shit like this. Joe Parker versus Derek I Stink the Place Out Chisora. Part 3. What a joke. Anyway, peace out. Catch you soon.